Good morning, Spanish River. I'm Danica Horace.
And I'm Luis Torres. Today is Tuesday, October 8th.
We want to say thank you to all those who wore blue today in honor of National Bullying Prevention Month.
Now onto the pledge, the moment of silence, and then the desk with Yair and Daniel.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good morning, Spanish River. I'm Yair Zeladon.
And I'm Daniel Reyes. And before we get started, here's Dr. Castellano.
Good morning, Sharks. Your proud principal, Dr. Castellano here. I'm sure you've gotten the word already, but today all after-school activities are canceled. The district wants you to head straight home to ensure that you are safe and ready for any effects that we're going to feel of this very strong hurricane. So please make sure you get home safely this afternoon. As of now, there is no school on Wednesday and Thursday, and we are set to return on Friday. But of course, that is going to depend on the storm and the effects and whether it slows down or speeds up. So please stay tuned to the news as well as social media, because the district will update us when campuses are safe to return. And I hope that all of your families and you stay safe during the storm, especially any family members that you have on the West Coast. I also want to remind you, and teachers, please pull up that very important email that I sent you yesterday afternoon. Students, I've been warning you for years now, it seems, that we're going to have a visit from the safety inspector, and we're going to get written up if we are not compliant with IDs. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. So the safety inspector visited classrooms. All of you could eventually find your ID, but the safety inspector reinforced the fact that you need to have it on and visible, because in the event of an emergency, you would not have time to go to your bag, find it, get it, and run off campus. So when we have an emergency and have to be staged at a reunification site, they need you to have your IDs so that you can be badged in quickly and not typing in IDs, so that they can do a notification of everybody that they have safe on the new reunification site. And that's not how kindly the safety inspector said it. Those of you that were in the classrooms heard what he had to say. But teachers, I want to make sure that as you begin class each day, that as you look around the room, all students should have a visible ID on, their phone should be off and away, and their bag should be up in the front of the room. That's when the bell rings and you are prepared to begin class and ready for instruction. As you come back into your room, make sure your doors are locked. We did very well in many areas of the inspection. And you know I like perfection, so I don't like any findings. Our only real finding yesterday was the fact that students were not wearing IDs. And the safety inspector told me that he doesn't understand why some schools in the South region do not do it, because all of the other schools in the school district of Palm Beach County follow the policy, which is that students must have a visible ID. So teachers, I know that you'll help assist with this, and students, because you are the best around, I know that you will make sure that you have it as well. We have to submit a corrective action plan, which unfortunately will include consequences starting when we come back from the storm if you do not have a visible ID. I also want to make sure you check the back of your ID and make sure that it has the suicide hotline information on it. Any old IDs from 3 or 4 years ago should be thrown away. You should not have those IDs with you, and if we see those on campus, we will take them from you and make sure that you have a proper ID. The majority of you, when asked that question yesterday, were able to answer that question. You were able to say where the safe space was in your classroom. Teachers, please review that with every class period today to remind your students, as well as how they put in a Fortify. There is a Fortify tile on your portal. Something very, very brand new that we were told yesterday after the visit is that only teachers may open classroom doors. Students may not open classroom doors. So that is something that we were instructed on yesterday. We will be going around and doing periodic checks. So if you hear the door jiggle, the doorknob, don't be concerned. That's us checking to make sure that the door is locked. Do not get up and open the door. Nobody knocked on it. We're simply checking to make sure that the door is locked. And if we knock on the door, we expect that a teacher is going to come to the door and open the door. And we will be doing our own checks here because we have to, based off of our findings and the report that we have to submit to the district now due to the visit from yesterday. So please make sure that you take your safety as seriously as I take your safety. It is a very important job for me. I tell you that all the time, that's our number one goal, is to make sure that we send you home every day safe to your parents. So speaking of safety, let's all stay safe during the storm and make sure that we're prepared. Have a great day, Sharks.
Attention Spanish Honor Society members. New members should be receiving an invitation this week. All members, new invites, and past inductees, listen for a rescheduled meeting. Please email Mr. Medvedev or Ms. Clave with questions. Theater students have been hard at work preparing for the fall production of Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief. Here are details about when you can see the show.
Tickets are now on sale for The Lightning Thief, the Percy Jackson musical. The show opens Thursday, October 24th and runs through Sunday, October 27th. Please go to SpanishRiverTheater.org or buy tickets at lunch for a discount by the Shark Shop. Hope to see you there.
Sophomore, juniors, and seniors, are you interested in taking the ASVAB test? The exam can help you explore future academic interests and career options. It is offered by the Armed Forces, although military commitment is not required. If interested, please sign up in the College Counseling Google Classroom. The code to join is below. See Mrs. Riggle or email suzanne.riggle@palmbeachschools.org if you have any questions. Native speakers of Spanish, your translation services are needed. If you are in 11th or 12th grade and scored a 4 or a 5 on PM3 in 10th grade, your assistance is needed. If you're interested in being a mentor or translator/tutor for the ELL student, please email stephanie.catrona@palmbeachschools.org. Now to Yair.
Are you fluent in Spanish, Portuguese, Turkish, Ukrainian, or Russian? Would you like to help English language learners? If you are in 11th or 12th grade and scored a 4 or 5 on PM3 in 10th grade, your assistance is needed. If you're interested in being a mentor or a translator/tutor for an ELL student, please email stephanie.catrona@palmbeachschools.org. Join the boys basketball Google Classroom with the code below. For information and important dates, including conditioning and tryouts, if anyone is interested in being a part of the boys basketball team as a manager, email Coach Fry or stop by Portable 12 for more information. Now back to Daniel.
Attention all boys and girls interested in soccer. A reminder that tryouts is next Monday, October 14th, and that requires all athletic packets to be completed and downloaded on activate.com. Before tryouts, no exceptions. Boys are reminded that the pre-tryout mandatory meeting is Sunday, October 13th at 6 p.m. in the cafeteria. Please be prompt. Girls, if you have any questions, please reach out to Coach Turner, and the boys, please reach out to Coach Tarzi, O'Brien, or McEnroe. The Hurricane is no excuse to miss Monday's tryout. Be ready and be on time at Patrick Park. Boys interested in trying out for soccer, you must be registered at activate.com. If all these forms are not completed, signed, and uploaded, you will not be registered and you will not enter and be allowed to try out. Team check-in is Sunday, October 13th at 6 p.m. in the cafeteria. You will be assigned a tryout number and go over the criteria of what you need to bring to tryouts. This is mandatory. Tryouts begin Monday, October 14th at 3:30 at Patrick Park. If you're interested in trying out for the girls soccer team, please join the new Google Classroom code down below. Make sure you fill out the Google form that is in many of the classrooms. You can scan one of the many QR codes posted around the school. You must have a completed athletic packet uploaded to Activate before tryouts. Tryouts begin October 14th at Patrick Park from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Since there's no school tomorrow and Thursday, bagels will be sold next Thursday in the Shark Shop for $3.
That's all we have for you today, Spanish River.
Thanks for watching. Peace.
Bye.